Welcome back to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. If you're new here, I'm Hope, and each week on my channel, I bring you step-by-step recipes that you can make in your own kitchen. Today, we're making the signature DoubleTree Chocolate Chip Cookies. Now these are delicious cookies that are chewy but crispy around the edges with soft centers. The name DoubleTree comes from the Hilton brand of hotels, and they serve these cookies, and they're so comforting to have after a long day of travel. Let's get started and I'll show you the ingredients. The ingredients for the DoubleTree cookies are flour, sugar, brown sugar, rolled oats, eggs, a small amount of fresh squeezed lemon juice, vanilla, 2 sticks of butter, salt, baking soda, cinnamon, and Toll House chocolate chips. The original recipe calls for walnuts, but I'm using pecans today. Okay, for the first step, I'm using my stand mixer for this, and I need to cream 2 sticks of butter, so 1 cup of softened butter. It's best if you just leave it out before you make it and get it to room temperature. We'll be creaming the butter and the sugars together, so we need 3/4 of a cup. This is kind of an odd part of the recipe. It's 3/4 of a cup plus 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. So we'll follow the recipe and do 3/4 of a cup plus 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. And then it also calls for 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar. Okay, we'll mix this on medium speed for about 2 minutes. Okay, we'll scrape it down. Okay, so that's about 2 minutes. Then we add our eggs, vanilla, and lemon juice. So there's 2 eggs, 1 1/4 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And you might wonder why the lemon juice. I haven't seen that in too many other chocolate chip cookie recipes. But I understand it is supposed to provide or help to assist in providing a chewier texture to the cookie. So we'll put it in and we'll see if we agree with that. This is 1/4 of a teaspoon of lemon juice. Okay, we'll scrape it down. So now I'll add in 1 1/4 teaspoons of vanilla. And we'll mix that on medium for about 2 minutes. Okay, that's nice and mixed. Okay, now with the mixture on low speed, I want to add my flour, oats, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon, and mix it for about 45 seconds. So I'll start with 2 1/4 cups of flour. So there's 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of rolled oats, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and it calls for a pinch of cinnamon. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in there. And then we'll mix this on low speed for about 45 seconds. Okay, it says do not overmix. Okay, I'm going to take that off of the stand. And then we're going to mix in our nuts and chocolate chips by hand. Now this calls for quite a bit of chocolate chips, 2 2/3 cups of chocolate chips. I'm going to go by the recipe, but that's a lot of chocolate chips. And it specifically calls for the Nestle Toll House, and that's what I happen to have. So almost 3 cups of chocolate chips. And 1 3/4 cups of chopped nuts. The recipe calls for walnuts, but I'm using pecans today. Now, I remember when our kids were younger and we were taking road trips, I do remember stopping sometimes at a DoubleTree, and they would have chocolate chip cookies, and just wasn't the kids that were excited about that after a long day on the road. It was very fun to go in and smell the hot chocolate chip cookies, and the kids were excited about it too. Brings back good memories. Okay, there is 1 cup, and we'll need 3/4 cup more. You could certainly make this recipe without any nuts, or use a different kind of nuts, like it calls for walnuts. You could also probably use almonds, or leave them out altogether. All right. I'm just going to stir those in by hand. The good thing about this dough too is you can form the cookie dough into balls and freeze them and pull them out as you need them. And the baking instructions don't really change either. And they're only baked at a temperature of 300 degrees, so it's kind of a low and slow bake. Okay, those are nice and mixed up. And we're going to form them into balls and put them on parchment paper and bake them in a 300-degree oven. Okay, the next step is to portion the dough into 3 tablespoon balls. So I've done a couple just to kind of see what 3 tablespoons is, because I don't have a 3 tablespoon scoop. So that will get us about 6 dough balls onto 1 tray. These kind of remind me of the size of the perfect cookie brown butter cookies that we've done. Those are also 3 tablespoons. This recipe says it makes 26 cookies. I don't know if we're gonna come up with more or less than that. Okay, we'll put that into a 300-degree oven. And it says to bake for 20 to 23 minutes, or until the edges are golden brown and the center is still soft. I've set the timer for 20 minutes and we'll check it and be back. Okay, the instructions say to bake them until the edges are golden brown and the center is still soft. So that was about 21 minutes. I think that is probably good. So in the first batch, I had 2 sheets of 6 cookies each. So I baked a dozen cookies, and then I was able to get 9 more cookies, and I believe I'm just going to freeze this dough, and then we'll take it out and bake it as we want it. I'll freeze them like this until they're solid, and then I will put them in a Ziploc bag and keep them in the freezer and pull them out and bake them as we want them. Okay, now I'm ready for the taste test. The recipe actually says wait for an hour while they cool after you take them out of the oven. I mean, who waits for an hour for chocolate chip cookies? You have to eat them right out of the oven. So these make really big cookies with 3 tablespoons of dough. Let's give this a taste test. And I have my milk here, because you have to have milk with chocolate chip cookies. That was a nice crunchy edge. Oh, this is delicious. There's only a half a cup of oats in that whole batch, but it really gives a nice chewiness, and the crunchy edge, and the abundant chocolate chips in there. And then I put pecans in, but you could follow the recipe and put walnuts in. I prefer pecans, and I think they're just delicious in here. And I can taste a little hint of cinnamon. I can't taste the 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, but I'm sure it did its job in here. And it certainly is a chewy cookie. I really do hope you make them. If you do make them, comment down below and let me know how they turned out and what you like best about them. Thank you so much for joining me again here on Hope's Homemade Kitchen as we made DoubleTree Chocolate Chip Cookies today. If you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We'll see you next time.